Good morning, students. Today we are dealing with the concept that is functions of statistics. So there are mainly 7 major functions which was highlighted in our textbook. In the first one, it present the fact in a definite form. Yes, dear students, the major one of the important function of the statistics, that is the statistics always it try to present the information or the fact or figures in a definite form, whatever the general statements are there. So for the statistics is concerned, it should be presented in a definite form. Here definite form means precise, precise form. Precise means perfect. Now which type of form is known as definite form? It is nothing but whenever we present the information in quantitative term. Quantitative term means in numerical term, in numbers, by using the numbers. When we present the information by using the numbers or quantities, then we can call such way or such form of statement as definite form. Why we need to present the statistical statement in definite form by using the quantitative term? Why? Because when we present it in quantitative term, it is always more convincing than the confusing. It convinces the people very easily, means it helps the people to understand or to get the idea regarding particular situation very clear manner. That is why it is very necessary to present the statistical facts in definite form. Here definite form means in quantitative terms by using numbers. Okay, whenever you present the data, you have to present it by using the numbers. That is what definite form. Let me give an example for both, that is indefinite statement as well as for definite statement. Here we are discussing about definite statement, so you will get the comparison between both, that is definite statement as well as between definite statement as well as indefinite statement. Let us have observation on the first part, that is indefinite statement. So here in the left side of the screen, you can observe the several examples I have given. Number one, there is lot of unemployment in India. So in this statement, they are highlighting about unemployment, but will not get any clear idea in this particular statement. Why? Because there is no numerical information. The information is not presented in numerical term. If I present the same information by using numerical term, how it will be? You just have observation on the right side of the screen. The level of unemployment in India increased from 25% to 35% compared to previous year. Now students, please get compared with both the statement which I have mentioned in the left side as well as right side. So which statement gives the clear picture regarding unemployment? The second statement. The second statement, which was in the right side of the screen, the level of the unemployment in India increased from 25% to 35%. When I mentioned the rate of unemployment by using the percentage, by using the numerical term, it provides clarity or clear picture with regarding the condition of the unemployment. Yes or not? Surely yes. So it is better to present the information always by using numbers, figures. The fact should be presented in definite form. Definite form means presenting the information or fact by using the numbers. So you can observe some more example, like population increasing at faster rate. If someone says the population of India is increasing in faster rate, then there will be no clarity. There will be no clarity. If I say the Indian population, the population of India is equivalent to 17.17% of total world population, and our country ranks 2 in the list of the countries by the population, then the second statement, which I have just now stated, it provides a clear picture with regarding the size of the population in our country. The first statement, it is just vague, confusing. There is no clarity. But in second statement, there is a clarity. They have mentioned the percentage, and also they have mentioned the rank. India ranks 2. India ranks number 2 in the list of countries by the population, right? So in the second statement, there is a clarity. That is what definite form. So there are so many examples. Let me move on to the second function. It simplifies. The second function is the statistics always simplifies as well as condenses the size of the data. Statistics helps in simplification. Simplification of what? Large voluminous data. So in order to simplify large volume of data, we need statistical methods and tools. By using statistical tools and methods, we can reduce, we can condense. Condense means reducing the complex data in meaningful and understandable form. That is what condensation. Okay, so the statistics helps, to simplify as well as to minimize the complex data in meaningful as well as in understandable form. Okay, it is important to present the data in meaningful manner, as well as it should facilitate the reader of the information to understand the information in a easiest way. Okay, this is what the second major function of the statistics, to simplify the size of the data. So by using, there are so many statistical tools and methods like table, graphs, percentage, dispersion, skewness, correlation. These are the varieties of statistical tools and methods. By using those tools and methods, we can simplify, we can condense the size of the data. So let me give an example for this. Now on the screen you can observe that the information with regarding the marks secured by total 30 students in a SSLC examination is as follows. I just circled, I have put the circle around those numbers. So whether it looks in a standard form? No. The data is very difficult to understand. It is not in a meaningful way. So when I condense the same above data by using the tabular columns like this, so it looks so nice, right? So it is in a standard form. Whenever I present the data, the large volume of the data by using the table, graph and all, it looks very standard, and it helps the reader to understand the information in a easiest way, right? That is what condensation or simplification of the size of the data. Let me move further for third function, that is it facilitates the comparison. So it is also one of the important function of the statistics. The statistics always, it should facilitate the comparison. Comparison between what? Comparison between two different set of the data. If the numerical information is not presented in such way, then we cannot call those information as a statistics. It should always facilitate the comparison between two different set of the data. So Why we need to make comparison? In order to draw proper conclusion, in order to take proper decision, we need to make comparison. In order to understand the behavior of the data, in order to understand the behavior of the data, we need to compare it. If it is not possible to compare the data, then it is not possible to draw proper conclusion as well as to understand the behavior of the data. The comparison helps us to draw proper conclusion as well as to understand the behavior of the data. The famous statistician, his name is Boddington, Professor Boddington. He says that the main objective, the main purpose of the statistics is to facilitate the comparison. Comparison between what? Comparison between past information as well as present information. If you make comparison between the past event and present result, past result as well as present result, then you will get the reason. Then only you can get the reason for whatever the changes happened as compared to previous year. So by getting the reason, we can understand how the effect will be in the future. So in order to predict the future, comparison is necessary. So the major function of the statistics is to facilitate the comparison. Okay, by taking a comparison, we can understand whatever the changes, reason for the changes happen as compared to previous result to current result. If we are successful in identifying the reason, then we can know, we can predict our future, how it will affect in future. That is what. So there are some statistical tools and methods for comparison, like averages, time series method, index numbers, ratios, coefficients. These are the different mathematical and statistical tools and methods. By using those methods and tools, we can make comparison between two different set of data. Let me give an example. So here we have the graphical, the diagram regarding the plastic waste done by humans. So in the left side, you have the data with regarding number of plastic manufactured, and in the right side you have the information regarding the number of plastic thrown out in our surrounding environment. So here we have the different data. In the left side we have the plastic manufactured for industrial purpose, for electronic purpose, for transportation purpose, for consumer product purpose. For, there are different purpose for which the plastic, number of plastic is manufactured, like 3 million ton, 18 million metric ton, 27 metric ton, like that. And in the right side we have the data, numerical data regarding number of the metric ton of the plastic thrown out in our surrounding by humans, like 1 metric ton, 13 metric ton, like that. So you can make the comparison between both the data, two different set of data, as it is related to same category. Both the data are related to same category, that is about plastic, right? Plastic manufacturing as well as plastic waste. So you can take comparison between both the data, homogeneous data, right? Both the data are homogeneous in nature. So this is what statistics should facilitate the comparison. This is how the statistics facilitate the comparison. Let me move further. There is fourth function. It enriches our knowledge and experience. So we can apply the statistical methods, tools in our day-to-day life. in different aspect, in different situation, we can apply the statistical tools and methods in our day-to-day life. How? You should have proper knowledge, right? If you have proper knowledge, then you can apply statistical tools and methods in your day-to-day lives. When you apply it in your practical life, what happens? It increases your experience, it increases your knowledge. So the statistics provides opportunity to enrich our knowledge, increase our knowledge. It enhances, it increases our experience with reference to using statistical techniques and methodologies. So it makes us to grow further, right? So that is what the major fourth function of the statistics. Let us move further. The fifth function, the statistics also help us in formulation of the policies. Now, what is policy? Policies means nothing but framing the rules, regulations, plans, making a law, right? Why we need plans, rules, regulations and all? For administrative activity, in order to maintain the discipline in the country, right? So the policies are necessary for human beings, right? So in order to frame the policy, we need statistics. How statistics will helps in formulation of the policies? You just consider an example of COVID-19. During this pandemic, the government started to keep the count, right? The data. The government started to collect the data regarding the COVID-19 patient. Why? In order to frame the rules and regulations. After collecting the statistical data only, the government framed the rules, just like it is compulsory to wear the mask. How they came to know that it is necessary to make the people to wear mask compulsorily? Based on the statistical data. That is how, it is just example, that is how statistics helps in framing the rules and regulations. So statistics is essential, it is important for economists, for scientists, for business organization, for administrators, for government, for every field. The statistics is necessary. Statistics is important in each and every field. It may be the government, it may be economist, he may be a scientist, he may be a businessman, whoever may be. In each and every field, statistics is essential in order to frame the rules, regulations, in order to frame the policies. Now the next function, that is sixth one, it helps in business forecasting. It helps in business forecasting. I'm not going to explain what is business. You know what is business, right? Now, what is forecasting? Forecasting is nothing but predicting the future, knowing the future. Most of us, we are unaware about our future, right? But still, it is possible to predict. Based on some estimation, we can predict our future. It may happen like this, so and so. So, as we know, the future is uncertain. We are not certain about our future, but still, statistical tools and methods can facilitate you to predict the future tendencies. Especially for business organization, the statistics helps the business organization to predict the future market situation based on the current situation, based on the whatever the data or statistical information collected by the business organization. By keeping those information based on, by using the statistical tools and method, a business organization can predict its future. So there are some techniques known as time series, extrapolation, etc. These are the techniques mainly used in predicting the future value of the variable. For example, a producer forecasts his future production on the basis of the present demand condition and past experience. If you are a, you just assume that you are a manufacturer, you are a producer, you manufacture goods. Based on your past experience as well as the present condition of the demand and supply, you can predict the future, how it will be. Yes or not? Surely yes. So this is how the statistics helps a business organization to forecast the future. And the last major function, that is statistics helps in framing and testing hypothesis. Now what is hypothesis? Hypothesis means it is nothing but, it is just statement, it is just assumption. We can call it as an assumption, kalpane. ಇದೊಂದು ಊಹೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಪೋಥಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it is just verification or testing the validity of a statement. Here hypothesis means ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಪನೆ, ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ನಿಜವೋ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಪೋಥೆಸಿಸ್. So it is an examination of the truthness. We can call it as examination of the truthness. For example, whether the online class, whether students have benefited from the online class or not, it's just a statement. So in order to check the validity of this statement, we can use some statistical tools and method. That is what testing of hypothesis. Or else if you wanna check the validity of any medication. For example, there are so many medicines. For example, Alercetium, it is just a cold tablet, right? Whether it is effective to prevent the cold or not, if you want to check the validity, whether it is effective in all the situation to prevent the cold. So we can check the validity of those statements by using the statistical tools and methods. This is what hypothesis. So you will get to know the exact meaning of the hypothesis and how to apply this in a real life aspect in future classes. So nothing to worry. You just think that here testing of hypothesis means just checking the validity or examination of the truthness. Okay, so it is also one of the important function of the statistics to frame and test the hypothesis. Yes, dear students, I'm gonna end my session. Go through the video again and again. If you get any doubt, you please let me know through WhatsApp. I'm gonna end the session.